Hello, welcome. It's the unprofessional YouTuber here with some breaking news. British Airways Executive Club is no more. Well, as of the 1st of April 2025, it's changing. It's now the British Airways Club. And we're all basically stuffed. If you, like me, chased tier status, if you moved up from bronze, silver, gold, took advantage of a lot of the popular aviation YouTubers who gave us all that information on tier point runs and played the system to actually get gold for as cheap as possible. It's not going to happen. They are now introducing from the 1st of April £1 spend equals 1 tier point. That's it. It's gone to revenue-based tier points, much like revenue-based Avios. The traditional way of awarding Avios is gone. Now, the traditional way of awarding tier points based upon the flight itself, irrelevant of the cost, has now gone. Basically, you will pay to earn your status on a £1 per tier point basis. Great, you might think, if they left bronze at 300 tier points and silver at 600 tier points and gold at 1500 tier points. No shit, Sherlock, they're changing it. Basically now, to obtain bronze, you will need to get 3,500 tier points. Without any promotions or special offers that may or may not be available, that would be £1 spend equals 1 tier point, 3.5 grand to get bronze. Silver is now 7,500 tier points, not 600 tier points. Again, £1 per tier point, £7,500 spend to get silver. And if you've all got gold, or some of you have got gold, I obtained gold last year for £2,900 spend using 2 British Airways Holidays and some European 80 tier point flights. It is now 20,000 tier points. Yes, 20,000 tier points to obtain British Airways gold status. Again, without promotions, without the full details of the scheme. That's £20,000 revenue spend with British Airways to obtain gold. It's back to the elite status pre-pandemic. The business travellers, the high rollers, the spenders, gold status. Are you happy about that? Is that something that you think should happen? Do you think they let the low and, like me, do you think they let me in as a gold member and I shouldn't have been in because I only spent 3 grand with them last year? And now the lounges will be back to the normal elites and we'll be out in the concourse fighting over a table at Wetherspoons. What are your thoughts? This is a breaking section. I've laid it out in another video on the channel as well, and I thought I would do it to try and get it out straight away. So I don't need to apologise for the quality of my videos because this is it. They don't get any better than this, so it wasn't rushed. This is me doing a good job. But anyway, what do you think of it? Where do you go from now? Where do you go from here? What happens now? We're not going to get gold next year. I'm actually, this has triggered, I've actually now just logged on and cancelled our holiday with British Airways. I was due, I can tell you the dates even because I'm not going now, so no one can come around and burgle my house if you actually know where I live. I was due to fly to Iceland with British Airways Holidays from London Heathrow in February. That was going to give me 80 tier points, double it up to 160, and you via British Airways Holidays with a car hire in Iceland. Now, my wife's tier point year changes on January the 9th, so that was due for that to become in the overlapping section. But with everything changing, what's the point? because we're not going to go and invest next year, and I'm not going to throw money. I will use British Airways next year in the 2025 year, where we will be both, well, I will retain gold, my wife will drop to silver, and that will be my last year of gold status. But I'm certainly not going to invest thousands of pounds to just maintain, not even make the bronze status or the silver status the following year. I will start to move my money to other airlines, or indeed change my entire strategy to actually price chase and actually not have any loyalty to the airline and pay for lounge services and priority services that I would want at the airport, rather than just saying it's okay, I'll go with British Airways because I've got lounge access, I've got priority through security, I've got priority boarding. That's all equates to something. But now it's time for a rethink. There will be lots of people on YouTube, far more cleverer than me, that I've subscribed to their channels, and they will be telling me how I could do it, so I may change my mind. Or we'll be looking at a lot more travel hacks on how to best travel the world. Now we're not, I'm not doing a British Airways gold status chase every year and deciding to base my travels around British Airways. Now what I have got, so I've got my Amex voucher for next year and 300,000 air miles in the bank, which I'll be cashing in, no problem. But I don't think BA will be too worried, because my wife and I spending around 9 to 10k a year with them is nothing really, and they're not going to be too fussed about that. So I'll be divvying that money up for our travels throughout other airlines. Well, thanks for watching if any of you are still with me, and Happy New Year!